Oh, howdy folks. Welcome to another episode of Cook with Bev. Well, today we're going to do up some chicken, some coconut and lemongrass crumbed chicken tenders here that I bought from the supermarket. I'm not going to pretend and I did these myself. They look far too spectacular. But anyways, we're out here at the caravan again, out camping, and as you can see, I've just lit myself up not quite half a basket full of charcoal there, so we'll get that up and running, and we'll set the we go anywhere up, and we'll get back to you in a minute when I'm about to put these chicken tenders in. Alright folks, until then. Well, okay folks, it's been about 10 minutes and this charcoal's well ablaze here. Now she's quite sparky stuff, this, so we're in a rather dry environment, so I'm going to tip this charcoal out, and I'm going to put the lid straight on there because it's rather sparky charcoal and I don't really want to set fire to too much here. So we're going to tip it into our basket. It's actually behaving not so bad, not as bad as I thought it was going to. We'll get the lid on there. As you can see, she's a bit sparky, but it'll settle down. Right, so we'll just let that settle down in there, and then we'll get it set up. I've got some alfoil here that I'm going to chuck in there on the bottom grate, just to work as a bit of a drip tray, and also help force that air up through the charcoal. I want it nice and hot in here. It's not going to be a low and slow cook. It's going to be fast and hard, so we should say. I want to get that the crumbs on the chicken real nice and crispy, and we'll only do that with a high heat. So we want to get it well and truly above the 300 Fahrenheit. So we'll just leave that for a little bit. I think it sounds like it's behaving there now. Yeah, it is. Right, so we'll get a little bit of aluminium foil here off, and I'll just fold it roughly to size. And we'll stick that in there. Now I've got my little charcoal basket that I've made up for my Christmas pork chop special that I've used a few times now. It works really well for an indirect cook. I'll just settle that chunk of charcoal down there so we can get the grill on top. Rightio. We'll get a grill on there. I knew that wasn't going to play ball, but that should be right, as long as we can get the lid on. Righto, and we'll let that do its thing. We'll make sure the air vents here are wide open, which they are now. We've got our air vent on the far side away to help draw that air through. We'll let that warm up, let that top grate get up to temperature so that when we stick the chicken on, it doesn't stick. I've found that if you let the grate get nice and hot before you put your meat on, you don't get that same sticking effect, so it doesn't take your coatings off. Anyway folks, we'll leave that for the moment. We'll be back in about 5 minutes after this thing's warmed up, and we'll chuck this chicken in, and we'll let it do its thing. And until then, we'll see you soon. Well, okay folks, it's been a good 5-10 minutes. It's been a while, so everything's nice and hot, very warm. So we'll get these chicken tenders on. If we've done this right, they should sizzle a little bit as we stick them on there. How many have we got? Here we go. Just a slight sizzle. You beauty. Well, that's that. Get them in there and then just let them do their thing. We haven't got an instant read with us today, so I'm just going to check on them in half an hour and see what they're looking like. They are only chicken tenders, and chicken does cook reasonably quick, and can handle a little bit of overcooking. So I'm picking probably about 45 minutes to get them all nice and crunchy, and we'll have a good feed. The wife's in there knocking up a salad now. I've got some hash browns to cook up as well on the old gas barbecue here on the fry pan. So yeah, camping feed. Alrighto folks, until these things are ready to come off, we'll see you soon. Well, okay folks, it's been about 50 minutes. I checked on these things after about half an hour, and they were coming along quite nicely, so I've given them a bit of a shuffle around in there and end for end them, and we'll take the lid off here now. Looking very nice and crispy and crunchy. So they're ready to come off. As you can see, none of that coating is stuck to our grill grate there. We'll take that little bite-sized one there and we'll cut that one open and we'll have a wee look. So that's cooked right through beautifully. Nice and white folks. Still a bit of juiciness in there, so oh, very nice. Coconut and lemongrass from the supermarket. Not too bad. Once again, the We Go Anywhere is performed beautifully. It's a great machine. I absolutely love this Go Anywhere. This is my go-to machine now if I'm just doing a couple of steaks or a small cook. Fantastic device. Highly recommend that you go and get one. But anyway folks, it's another successful cook. The hash browns are cooking away over there quite nicely, so we're about ready to go. And as always, and until next time, she's going to be tasty, boys.